Guaranteed to deliver fireworks, Tony Ferguson faces Justin Gaethje to crown the UFC interim lightweight champion. Tony Ferguson was originally supposed to face Khabib for the 100th time, it seems, but Khabib couldn't compete due to being stuck in Russia with the quarantine restrictions. Let's talk Ferguson versus Gaethje. Tony El Kukui Ferguson, 25-3, fighting out of Orange County, California, goes for his 13th straight victory and looks to reclaim his interim lightweight belt. El Kukui, on a 12-fight winning streak, has not lost in almost 8 years. El Kukui is the #1 ranked UFC lightweight contender. He is a very well-rounded fighter and gifted in most areas. He has a great wrestling base, solid striking, world-class ground skills, and his scary toughness. He never seems to get tired, which is a weapon, and constantly attacks his opponents with vicious pressure, wearing them down. But the thing that makes Ferguson so scary is his unpredictable style. You just don't know what he's going to do next, and it makes him almost impossible to fully prepare for. But on the other side of the octagon, you have Justin Highlight Gaethje, 21-2, fighting out of Alvarado, Colorado, and aims to hand Ferguson his first loss in over 7 years and capture his first UFC title. The #4 ranked UFC lightweight contender brings in a controlled brawling type of style. Gaethje brings in incredible power with his striking, with wicked leg kicks and power in both hands. Gaethje has a very skilled wrestling base and is as tough as they come. This fight literally has 2 of the toughest fighters in the UFC and has Fight of the Year candidate written all over it, and I can't wait. And here's how it went down. This was a good fight of back and forth action, but the story of the night was Gaethje's technical style. Tonight, Gaethje showed off his precision striking and very strategic and calm for 5 rounds. This was the most impressive Gaethje we have ever seen and picked Ferguson apart with wicked leg kicks and powerful punch combos through the entire fight. Tony did land a wicked uppercut that rocked Gaethje at the end of round 2, but it didn't seem to affect Gaethje in the rest of the fight. Gaethje landed some incredibly powerful strikes, but Ferguson displayed one of the best chins in the UFC and took some serious punishment until Gaethje in round 5 threw another shot to the head of El Kukui, and with his face full of blood and swelling, he started to shake his head, almost saying "I've had enough," and Herb Dean stepped in to stop the fight. Justin Gaethje defeats Tony Ferguson at 3:39 of round 5 and is now the UFC interim lightweight champion. Alright, here's my final thoughts. There was so much anticipation and build-up leading up to this fight in a strange time in the world. There were so many questions that needed to be answered about both fighters at this point in their careers, and the winner to be facing Khabib to unify the lightweight belts. I think one of the most impressive things that in a time where there were strict quarantines in place and gyms weren't really open, and it's so hard to get your normal training in, Gaethje came out and looked as sharp as we have ever seen him. He fought smart and technical throughout the entire fight and literally picked Ferguson apart for 5 rounds, and this is by far the best we've ever seen him. I think it's safe to say Justin Gaethje answered all the questions we had about him, and when it counted, he brought his best game and showed us really what we wanted to see. You have to wonder if Ferguson making 2 weight cuts in a 2-week time period hurt him, and if the extra few weeks helped Gaethje.
And I would have to imagine that cutting weight twice in a month will affect you, you know? So I don't know if that was it or what, but the guy isn't fucking human. He's got a chin like nothing. Nobody takes Gaethje's punches like that. Nobody I've seen.
He did it twice in less than a month. Do you think that that affected his performance in any way, shape, or form tonight?
I can't say, but I do believe it would affect my performance if I did that.
Here's some quick stats on Justin Gaethje. Gaethje tonight won Fight of the Night and Performance of the Night bonuses. He has won an extra $450,000 for performance bonuses in his career. He now holds a record of 22-2. 20 of his 22 victories have come via finish, 19 KOs, 1 submission. He has 9 first-round finishes. He now holds victories against Donald Cerrone, Edson Barboza, James Vick, and now Tony Ferguson. What's next for Gaethje?
Is it 100% that Khabib is your next opponent? It wouldn't be, let's say, Conor McGregor if he stepped in there and money couldn't lure you to a different fight.
No, I want the biggest challenge in the world. That's Khabib Nurmagomedov. USA versus Dagestan. And then, I'll go to Ireland and